So hello, and welcome back to the show. Today we are gonna try a different plane. Last video we had FA-26B. This time we're gonna try F-45A. It's a very cool plane, as it states there. It's stealthy, and it has a very nice instrument cluster. It's very beautiful. It's designed very beautiful as well, and it's quite modern as compared to F-26. So I'll walk you through. We're gonna have a free flight because yeah, I'm not an expert to do all these missions yet. So it's gonna be a free flight this time as well, and we'll just take off, land, and I'll show you the startup procedures, how you can bring a plane to halt. Hopefully we landed correctly this time. And before that, I would love to give you guys a walk around the plane with a beautiful livery. So these are the liveries that I have. These are designed by, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm still bad at controlling VR. These are designed by people on Steam Workshop, and credits due to everybody who designs them. I am sorry, I'm just using them for the stream, just to show you guys how cool this is. Oh, I'm not sure if this is allowed to show, but they have really cool ones. And probably for this video, I'll maybe put on the Blaze one because it looks quite cool. I'm not sure why it's not taking the livery yet. I'm sorry, my machine is a bit of a potato when it comes to these things. So it might take some time, but hopefully it will get its livery on. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Oh no, my guy. Come on. Please select. Okay. Hopefully I have it on. Oh yeah, it says loading workshop livery. Please load it up. Quick. Bitte schon. Until then I can put on some more missiles just for the sake of it, for the fun of it, so you guys can keep seeing those missiles, around the plane. I'm not shooting anybody down, I'm not killing anybody, but yeah. Also, the fuel helps to manage the weight. So if I keep the fuel high, the weight goes high. If I keep the fuel low, the weight goes low. And this indicator will show me if I can directly just take off vertically, because this plane supports vertical takeoff, which is another awesome thing. Like, you don't have to run it through the runway, but this thing, the jet exhaust bends down and it lifts the whole plane up and straight up in the air. It's vertical, and it's really cool thing to see, but I'm not good at it, not yet at least. So yeah, we're gonna take a normal takeoff from this plane, and I'll explain you the whole procedure. Okay, so let's go launch. We have the helmet on. Now we can be cool again. And I will go into full vlogger mode again, like last video, but once I'm inside the plane, and not while we are chilling outside. I would like to show you how to start up this plane first. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I am not in a straight position. I am not so sure yet. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, so the procedures remain standard to this plane as well. As you know, last time it was the same thing. So these are the wings. If we check, the wings are up or down. I will show you how it looks up, but once the battery is on and everything. Then these are the hooks and the launch bar. Launch bar is used on a carrier. The hook is used on a carrier as well to stop your plane. Launch bar is used to get your plane stuck on the launch pad and then get pushed off a carrier so you take a good launch. I will show you in the next video. I'm going to do that one. That's very cool. This is fuel port. You can open it, close it. It's for aerial refueling. And somewhere we'll also have a fuel, like the fuel emptying thing, but I'm not sure where it is. Either ways, that doesn't matter as of now. This is the landing gear. This is vertical control autopilot mode. So as I said, this plane can take off vertically. It can just go like from here to here, but it's very unstable, and for that you need the vertical autopilot, vertical control autopilot. So starting off the plane, we start off with, as usual, we turn the battery on. Everything comes to light. Pretty things. We turn the APU on. We let the APU settle down before we turn the engines on. And after we do that, I will show you how we start the plane. But till then, I will show you guys some nice S-cam view. Yeah, this is the pretty S-cam view, I would say. APU settles down to maximum. Pretty. Perfect. Now we have only one engine on this plane. Previously we had two, and now we only have one, so that's cool. We put this down. You see the RPM goes up, settles down. Once it's settled down, we can turn the APU off, and nothing will happen. It will stay perfectly fine. Now, this plane, as you can see, has no heads-up display. So everything is in HMD. HMD means head-mounted display. I can turn it on directly, and you see, it comes up on the head-mounted display, which is on the helmet. If I put my visor down, you see I can carry the head-mounted display around, which is a very, very cool thing. Just like last time, you know? And as of now, I'll keep my visor off, and I will show you the visor on once we are flying, so I can show you from a third-person view that you can see the visor go down and go up on my face. That's very cool. Then, as of now, we have tactical situation display. This is a really cool thing. I will explain you what it does, but just as of now, I will just show you all the sensors it has. This is very cool though. It has a lot of things that you can do, and a lot of advantages compared to planes which only use radar to target people. Then we have EO targeting. This is basically the targeting that we had in the previous plane as well, where I showed you the different modes and stuff. Oh, I have to keep the throttle on some power, so the plane doesn't start losing its shit, you know? Like, the battery doesn't start losing its shit. Keep it on. And I'll quickly explain a few more sensors and then we can take off, okay? I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. Then we have RWR, which is the radar warning receiver. And yeah, you basically get warnings over here in directions from where you're getting radar locked, or you're getting targeted from, or where there is a missile approaching you. You get everything here. But these don't show the distance, but rather these show the direction. And the closer it is, the stronger the signal of the thing is. So if a missile is closer to you, if a missile is stronger, it will be shown closer, the signal of the missile's radar. You can say it's distance, but it's not really distance. You get the point. Then this is navigation as we had it on the previous plane. But you see, it's very fancy. You don't have two displays and nothing is analog here. Everything's digital. It's very, very pretty. This is the estimated time that we can fly. This is the fuel that we have. And this is the fuel drain. Oh yeah, fuel drain is also digital. There's no button here. On the previous one, we had a button there. Then we have GPS targeting. So again, we get your latitude and longitude here. We can just click on it and set the waypoint towards that latitude, longitude, and go fly towards that point. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Then I will keep a navigation screen on over here, so we can keep looking at the nav. It's very pretty, doesn't it? Looks so cool, to be honest. And you can merge these two together, so I can say, yeah, you see, it's so cool, so cool. Damn, I love it. I love it. You see, we can go back to normal view as well. We can just click return trigger, and we can have 4 screens again. But just saying, you can minimize these screens to these ones. So once you click on them, they just pop out, and you don't have to. And you can have 2 screens minimized to 1. So you can quick switch between these two. Then we have store system management. This is basically your weapons. So which ones you have, you can arm them, you can disarm them, change them to manual, change them to radar tracking, heat tracking, heat seeking missiles, everything. You can do it over here, SMS. Objective is again the objective of a mission that you have. And it shows up here. You can set a waypoint to the objective. You can, I don't know, do a lot of things to know what the briefing is and stuff like that. Briefing. I'm sorry, I have a VR headset on my face. That makes it a bit hard to speak. So, going ahead, we have communication. As I said, the best one. I love listening to this. As of now, we click on ATC, airbase, permission to take off.
Copy. Taxi 5.
Copy taxi to 5. And now, as he said, now that he said copy taxi to 5, we can see on the navigation, it gives you a navigation map where we have to taxi. That's so cool. Then we have radar as usual, and radar, of course, that shows off. You have to click here and turn the radar on. And you can see something is flying above us. This is a friendly plane since it's blue. So we can see that on radar, but we can also see it directly on the tactical display. I'm sorry, I forgot. Tactical situation display, yeah. What this sensor does is it basically gathers information from your allied planes. And so you don't have to keep your radar on all the time. The cool thing about it is, as I said in the previous video, radar is like a flashlight. You shine it, it shines back whatever it sees. But the problem is, if somebody else sees the flashlight, they also know your position. So this is quite risky when it comes to a fight. This thing, on the other hand, only shines that flashlight towards your friends, nobody else. And it gets information from your friends. So this basically acts like you don't shine your flashlight and nobody can see it, but you can see where your friends shine your like their flashlight, and grab the information. If I am correct, if I have done my studies so far good, I guess this is exactly what this thing does, and hence it keeps it quite stealthy, and it keeps it quite, hidden from enemy views, and makes you very, very effective in a fight. Because you can't get radar locked by missile until somebody sees you. You can't get tracked down by radar. Nobody can know your position because you have nothing on that shines back. You only have your plane, and the beautiful plane can just exist. And that is the reason why this is very cool. That is why it is always given as a stealthy fighter plane in the description. Then we have, going on to the next sensor, we have vehicle options. These are just to manage your sensitivity and stuff. We also have one more thing. If I am correct, there should be a little radar. I think horizontal situation oh yeah, sorry, not a radar, sorry, compass. Yeah, perfect. This is the compass. Course right, course left. And that's all. That's all the options we have. So here I would keep the targeting thing over here, which would be targeting system, and I'll raise this up a bit. Or else I can just close it down completely, like have full screens everywhere, just to be fancy like that. Yeah, perfect. And here we are gonna have the nice little S cam, so I can still see what you guys see. And now we look at the wings, because I told you last time that we need to check if the wings are up, but I've never shown you how they look when they're like wings are down, but I've never showed you how they look when they're up. So I'll change this and we look behind. That is nice wing, I would say. But you see, that is so cool, and it happens on both sides. You see, it's folded. You can't fly like this because if you do, your wings would break off. So that is the reason why you always have to check if they're down, and that's how it goes down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we are all flight ready. Now what we have to do is the best thing. We close down the canopy. Oh, I am sorry. I have no clue how loud the engine is on this one, or how loud you guys can hear me or not. But I'm sorry if it's too loud. Now we close down the canopy. The canopy comes down and the sound goes off. The sound of the engine goes quite low if the canopy is on. Now what we do is, this is the parking brake. As I said, you can see the brake lock over there. It's because of the parking brake. So we take the parking brake off and we can start taxiing. While I taxi, I will switch you to the vlogger mode just to show you guys how the visor on my head comes down, and it looks very, very cool. So I'll put the parking brake off. I'll hold the throttle on me, and I'll change the mode to, oh yeah, perfect. As you can see, this is the cockpit, this is the plate outside, and this is me. Hello, voila, let's taxi. And for the visor, yeah, boy, that's so cool. That's so cool. Honestly, I love this. I love this thing. I love this animation that it shows up on the thing. Because yesterday I was checking how it looks on the first person view, like how it records it, and it doesn't record it this way. It doesn't record the animation, but you can see the animation correctly over here. I'll quickly taxi and go towards the told what is it called, landing strip, takeoff strip, landing strip if I'm correct. Yeah, to the runway. Oh my god, yeah, I'm sorry, to the runway. We go to the runway and we take off from there, and yeah, then I'll see you in the air. So if you guys want, I can turn the takeoff view to something nice so you guys can see me take off. And it's all we're gonna do today. We're just gonna take off. Maybe I fire some missiles or no, and we can come back down and I will just land the plane. So yeah, this is one view. It's a stationary.
Alpha 1-1. Cleared for takeoff at 2-5.
we stop here? I'd like to put it to something very good mode, you know. I'm not sure what is a good mode. Okay, preset views, I guess. This is the cool mode, but I'm not sure. But sure. So we start taking off. Throttle up. And afterburner on. Now we take off. We are high in the sky. Let's go. We are airborne. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Landing gear goes in. Oh, I don't know what mode this is. I'm sorry. But yeah. Wee! We are airborne. Finally. Lovely, lovely, lovely. If you guys want to see my view, I can change it back again. So you guys can see my view. Which would be pretty as well. Because, yeah. So you can see it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. You have the sea down there. It's very beautiful. The way these people made these things, oh, I wish I had a good computer to check these things out. Also, as I told yesterday, we are going to have the takeoff angle, the climb angle at 20. So I mark it at 20, you can see. And I'll turn the afterburner off because there's no need for an afterburner as of now, you know. It's very nice, it's very cool. We don't need afterburner. And you can just take off very nicely. So, the rest of the things that I wanted to tell you guys are the visor is the visor that comes and goes. Then the night vision. This is how it looks like. This is the night vision view. Oh, it's quite intense, no? My eyes are burning. Holy fuck! I'm sorry. I'm sorry to use so many cuss words as well, because YouTube keeps blocking me. I don't know. Like I turn the captions on, and YouTube keeps beeping those captions out. I mean, I get it, but I feel bad as well that I'm cussing so much. You know, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, we can set it to autopilot now as well. Now that we are flying, we have to set the navigation, or we can set the altitude for the autopilot. We can set the heading direction, the speed, or we can turn it off. As I said, autopilot is also a cool thing, but it's quite realistic, I would say, quite nice, you know. And yeah, so I will show you how I can arm the missiles, how I can arm stuff on this plane, and how I can use them. So to arm stuff, you have to do this. This is the master arm, and you toggle it on. Now the missiles are armed. So if you can see, this thing appears over there. If I turn it off, you can see there is a sign that says no arm on my screen, on my heads-up display. But if in the spectator cam, I don't think you can see it. Can you? No, it appears on the heads-up display. So here, if you can see on this cam, just give me a second. I'll quickly check if you guys can see. Oh yeah, you guys can see it. Perfect. But it's too big on spectator cam. I hope it goes. But on spectator cam, I'm not sure if you guys can see the heads-up display. Oh, you can't. Oh, I need to learn more about this plane. Oh, that's sad. I am not sure how I should explain you guys the sensors without telling you. But okay then, I will explain it this way. On this cam, as you can see, we have no arm written over there while it is there. And I can turn this on. And you see, it gives you Canon GAU 2022. Now, you can see the Canon. It's so cool, right? It's so cool. I can gun down enemies. And the trail behind gives me, like, the trail that is there tells me where I would be shooting. Aiming in one direction, but where I would be shooting. Then we have some other devices. This is a missile, a dual mode AGM. I guess AGM means air to ground. I'm not really sure. Then we also have AIM. So these are IR means infrared missiles. I guess they heat track, if I'm correct. I'm not sure how I can fire them as of now, because I have 3 different types of missiles, and these are AIM 120Ds, the most effective ones, I would say, for air-to-air combat. They're very cool, and they can fire themselves after I target something. You see, that goes over there, and because of my heads-up display, I can track it clearly where it goes. I can fire it again. Somewhere else this time. Yeah, it usually locks onto a target and goes there, but as of now, I don't have any targets, so I'm just firing them randomly. For the other missiles to fire, there is a way where I can go and change their modes to uncaged ones and stuff like that. Uncaged manual, and is it correct? Yeah, it is correct. I'm not sure why it doesn't fire then. Maybe I'm not quite used to it, I guess. Oh, it has no target. I mean, I need to select a target from here somewhere. Yeah, from here I need to select a target. Let's. Yeah, correct. I need to select a target. Then I can drop multiple on the same point. You see? It's so cool. It's so cool. You can use them in a fight. So yeah, this is one type of missile. Then we have these ones as well. I think they also need a target acquisition. What I can do is I can just. I'm sorry, I'm losing altitude because I'm planning to land soon. But I can make it to head and. Oh, I don't know why the other ones are not firing. I'm sorry. Oh, I guess these are for radiation. But yeah, so I'll reduce the speed, the usual. We can see the landing strip. And I'll put down my landing gear. Of course. I am not sure if we have flaps on this one because I haven't seen what do you say? A switch to turn the flaps on or off. I guess there should be, but I'm just too lazy to look for it as of now. But yeah, we are going for the landing. We'll start braking. We are at 396. We have to reduce it to somewhere around 2 something. But the braking on this one is quite good, quite effective, I would say, to say the very least. And I'm planning to butter down the landing, but I'm not sure how buttered it will. So yeah, we straighten the plane out. We go. Very close, very beautiful. No, you wouldn't have no collision, please. Perfect landing, perfect, perfect, perfect. Beautiful, no? At least for me it was. I'm not sure how you guys judge me, but it was a beautiful landing. If it goes uneventful, I think it is pretty landing. It's a pretty landing. I would have to check the video though. I am not really sure if you guys saw everything that was on my heads up display, or my head mounted display to be precise, because I am not sure what the mode shows you guys, you know. I just realized it quite later in the video that on here it doesn't show you the mode that, like, the heads up display stuff, you know, like the HMC stuff that I see here, because as of now I can't see it here, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it here because it's spectator mode, you know. So yeah, hopefully it shows you some stuff in the beginning. If it doesn't, then I guess I would have to record a video again. But this was just the gist of this plane, a single engine, very powerful, stealthy machine. And yeah, we are gonna go taxi to the runway. Sorry, to the place where we started from. And after taxiing, I'll show you guys how I turn this plane off. And of course, then we can have a nice little chit chat. Or not a chit chat, but like a nice little goodbye. And end the video there. Okay? So yeah, oh, you see, my my tracking module is still there. My targeting module has still target on because I locked it. But yeah, oh, I have to turn this off. Otherwise, I would start firing on the base itself. They never know me. I can do, or what I can do. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we'll taxi back to the base. Wee. Also, that day I told you can hold on to these hooks by the canopy, but I failed to show you. But I will show you right now. You see? And this is to imitate the feeling when you take off from a carrier, you know, where the pilots hold on and you get pushed off the carrier and then whee, you take the control back. But yeah, so here we are back to base. And I'll keep the engine running a bit. As I said, we need to put the parking brakes on so the engine can keep running and the battery keeps charging, but the plane doesn't go anywhere. So the parking brakes are on. As usual, we have to turn off everything. This is the power to the MFDs. This is to the head-mounted display, because this one has no heads-up display. It's only head-mounted display that you guys can see. So yeah, that is a bit problematic because I don't think it comes in the recording, but I'm not really sure. So we go this, we turn this off, we turn the engines off, we turn the throttle down completely, we turn the battery off then, and then we can call it a day. So first of all, I would start with, I would just try to be fancy and put my wings up first, huh? Shouldn't I? No, I'll do it later. I would turn the, what should I turn off first? Let's say I would turn the MFDs off first then. Yeah, the MFD goes. So bye bye. This would be the last thing you would see. Okay, no, maybe not. I would not turn the MFDs off, but I would rather turn the head mounted display off. Oh, come on, boy. Yeah, now the information went away from my screen as well. So if you guys, if you guys see this, this is what I see as of now as well. Then we can turn off this. We can turn everything back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. I guess you can put on three screens at one time. Blank, blank, and something else on the top. Then menu. You can put this back. Normal. Menu. Next time I'll show you what chaff and flares do, or how they look like. At least they look very cool, to say the very least. They look amazing. They look like fucking firecrackers flying from the sky or from the underneath of the jet. But their main task is to avoid missiles or distract missiles. So chaff is for radar missile. It creates noise, so the radar missile loses its track on you, confirmed track on you, or gets at least a bit confused. Then you have flares, which is for heat-seeking missiles. So flare is basically like a hot flare coming out of your jet, and it basically distracts the heat-seeking missile to think that the heat is from the plane, but if it's not actually from the plane, but rather from the flare. And yeah, I would show you guys these things as well in the next video because they look really cool. They look really cool while this happens on the plane. And apart from that, that would be it. I would turn off everything one by one and we can call it a day then. So I turn the heads-up display off, I turn the MFDs off, I turn the engine off. So do I turn the main battery off? I can put the throttle completely to 0 now. Yeah, perfect. Then we can just, oh, I would put these covers down just to be fancy. And then I can open the canopy. Beautiful. This canopy opens very cool. No? It opens to the front. That's very nice. I like it. Usually canopies open backwards, but this is very cool. I like this as well. Then I would try to put the wings back up and let's see if it works. I don't think it would because it works on the batteries, I guess. But yeah, sadly, I can try doing this. Oh yeah, as I said, it works on the batteries. Yeah, I'm not a plane expert, but I just like a few things, and these few details are very nice to be, like to say at least. It's very cool. It's very cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'll put the wings up and then I'll turn the battery off. Now the battery can go off. So canopy's open. Everything's done. Voila. Ciao, ciao to all my fans. Hello. This is also a cool addition. No shit. But yeah. So then I will see you on the flip side. I hope this video makes it. I hope you guys get the details that I can see on my head mounted display. If not, I will make another video. Stay tuned for that. And please leave your reviews. Please leave your comments. Please like and subscribe if you like my voice, if you like my type of content. And please leave your comments. I really appreciate them. Even if you don't subscribe, it's all right. But leave your comments. I would like to improve. I would like to get into this a bit more. And I would like to put out videos like this more often. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good day and see you on the flip side. Ciao, ciao. I need to go and turn the OBS off. So it would be on for a bit more, the recording at least. And yeah, see you. Bye bye. La la la. Where is my OBS? Okay, yeah, ciao.